hunched over for a while. Alright, let's do it. This is my sign right now. 101 South. I'm just putting it away right now. Can still feel it. Things are kind of wet because it rained on and off all last night, so my tent kind of got packed away wet. Actually, while I was sitting here, I probably should have taken it out and let it dry out a bit. Hitchhiking isn't made to be, is made to believe. Is it a commonly done thing in Wales? Like, they don't think it's dangerous, and I believe that, but do you see many hitchhikers? Oh, the one hitchhiking is the bad one. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, people generally have really negative perceptions when they see a hitchhiker. Because why are they? What led them to be in the point where they have to hitchhike? In my case, I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to. So I don't know. Picked up 2 women from Poland. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of Eastern Europeans. A lot of the Europeans that I've met who are hitchhiking are Eastern European, Polish or Czech. You thought you were in luck? Were you in luck? How'd that turn out for you? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw out this can before I start walking. So I'm walking in the wrong direction right now, but just to find a garbage. I'm gonna see if they'll give me some water. It's okay if they won't. Thank you very much. You too. Alright. This man. Actually, I'm gonna shed a layer too, because I'm gonna get. I still have my lav mic on from earlier. It's not plugged in, but when things are really wet, I can tuck this away. Bag for a while, Jack. Yeah, the next step after this is we're gonna be doing some walking, so too hot. hot, not too cold. I'm a happy boy. Yeah. But my bags are really heavy because of all the batteries and streaming gear and tripod and blah 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 blah. So that's the downside to live streaming all this. It's all the extra gear you gotta carry. Oh well. Oh yeah, I was gonna check out a map. Bad connection, haven't worked in the last 1 minute. Oh no. Is it, are we back? Or have I lost you guys? I hope you guys can see me. I'm just gonna look at a map of where I am. Well, there's no obvious spot. Was a terrible few minutes. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't have an explanation. I didn't change too much. I was just shedding layers. I did move my little jetpack, my little what gives me the internet around a bit. But that shouldn't affect things that much. But I'm really not a professional, so I don't know. Hopefully things stay pretty clear. Looks like I might have a decent amount of walking to do. There doesn't seem to be a nice defined end, and then there's a long bridge that is still kind of within the city. Maybe it'd make sense to find a ride there. I'll have to look at how the traffic is and everything. So we'll see when we cross that bridge. Yeah. Here's when I walk towards the place for water. It could have just been a tiny little dead zone. Verizon just doesn't serve a 10 square meter area. They're like, no, you don't get service. But yeah, this is like perfect weather, perfect conditions. Hopefully this keeps up. No more rain, please. Usually I don't mind the rain, but camping in the rain isn't that much fun. Mostly because I have to take down my tent in the morning when it's raining, and that makes me sad. It's hard to get out of a tent when it's pouring outside. Alright. Trying to maneuver myself a little bit here. Alright, that's comfortable. And I do feel a little silly walking around with a selfie stick and a fuzzy microphone and a lens on my phone, but that's okay. You look silly hitchhiking in the first place, so what more can I do? I find the smells different in most countries. Like, I definitely find the smell different when you're in like a coastal town than when you're inland. Like, the sea has a distinctive smell, and that can vary depending on what kind of coast you're on. Like, there's some pretty smelly ocean coasts because of the things that, like, when it goes down to low tide, there's like decomposing different stuff, and it can have a a pungent smell. And then, like, depending on the industry, like if you're in BC, some towns are pulp mill towns, so they'll smell like a pulp mill. But in general, I don't think I have that fine-tuned of a nose. So I don't notice things just smelling that different if there's no obvious thing that would make something smell like a factory or the ocean. So I can't say that I've noticed a big difference. Like if you put me in Moscow or Bergen, well, no, Bergen I would have noticed because it's by the ocean, or I don't know, Zurich, Switzerland. It probably would smell the same to me. It just smells like a populated place. Well, I guess saying that, like a city is gonna have a different smell than being in the middle of a really like a forested area. But I wouldn't be able to tell one city from the other or one forested area from the other unless there's unique foliage that smells different. You smell things that others can't? Hey, Mark! Happy you checked out the stream. Yeah, I am having a good time so far. It's the third day. Finally, I'm getting pretty steady on the connection front. Like, I still have some hiccups. First 2 days didn't go that well, just because going through the mountains, lost connection all the time. But things seem to be clearing up. I've been live for over 7 hours today. Caught, how many rides have I caught? 3 rides today. Yeah, I've been having a good time. So yeah, happy to see you're checking it out. And you chose cheese as your name. I like it. You could smell dog shit. My friend couldn't. Just a fine-tuned nose. You know, for some things that might help, but other times you really don't want to have that fine-tuned of a nose. Like, especially when it's like dog shit. I'd rather not smell that. Well, Mark, yeah, he's my friend from like elementary school, and he got the name Cheese. We were playing like Halo 2. The game gave him that name, and I've called him Cheese for a long time. And I'm just happy he chose that name because yeah, it's an inside thing, and yeah, right on, Cheese. You must be starting your exams by now, eh? Cheese is going to be a pharmacist. I think I've run out of sidewalk. I have to cross this highway somehow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be walking a while. Ain't that a shame? I'm gonna walk down here and see where this goes. See if I can finagle. I'm gonna have to walk across this bridge. Oh, you caught me on the first day. Saw your creepy ride offer and all. Have fun, yeah. Yeah. I've said a few times now, like, that is the worst vibe I've ever gotten from anyone. Dude was just not nice. I turned down 3 rides in a row that day. I rarely turned down 1 ride. Like, I've probably only turned down, like, in the whatever, 700 rides, like 12 or 15 rides. And in one day I had 3, all in a row, and had my creepiest interaction. Which I guess I'll have to explain if anyone hasn't heard that. The dude pulled over, I walked up to the car, and I'm like, hey, how's your day going? And he's like, do you want to ride or not? I think I said a few things. I forget my exact transcript, but in my mind I'm pretty much like, I did, but now I don't. Now that you've said it like that, I really don't. But yeah, you're avoiding studying. I feel you, man. You just look up at the stars looking for flat earth clues. I like it. Same. Oh hey, yeah, I'm in Astoria. Sorry, again with names, I forget names in one year out the other. Astoria, which is, I just crossed from Washington State to Oregon, so I'm in Oregon now. I caught 3 rides today. It's been a really fun day so far, actually. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a decent amount of walking. I got dropped off kind of right as you enter Astoria, and I'll have to get kind of to the more southern part or however to actually be able to find a ride. There's a really long bridge coming up that I might have to walk across, and that makes me sad. I don't even know if I can walk across it. I hope I can. And you might think, well, why don't you hitchhike across it? And that makes sense if there's a place where someone could pull over and pick me up. If there's no place where someone can safely pull over and pick me up, then I'm kind of shit out of luck. I'll just have to walk it. Because, yeah, there's nowhere for someone to pull over. I don't want to, like, force, like, most people wouldn't. But eventually someone will be like, I'm going to get this guy, and stop in the middle of a lane of traffic and try to pick me up, and I don't want to cause an accident. I wasn't paying attention to chat for a minute. Just wait till I cross this road, pay attention. Yeah, Shansiandra. Yeah, I did end up sleeping in a park in what was the town? Oh, it had a weird name. Does anyone remember where I was at the start when it took me an hour to find a ride? I don't remember. There's no fucking sidewalk on this bridge. That's sketchy as hell. It's like a couple miles long too. And there's no shoulder at the start. That's just fucking dandy. Anyway, yeah, slept in the park in my tent. It was raining on and off. Everything's wet, which kind of sucks. Yeah, meth lab. Not quite, but my first driver used to be a meth addict and used to make meth as a profession. It's not a legal profession, but that's what he did 20 years ago. He doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to approach this. I'm just gonna have to walk facing traffic across a 3-mile long bridge or something, because there's no good spot to catch a ride. I guess I can. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Astoria, Oregon. This is the bridge here. It's pretty long. There's no sidewalk. There's a roundabout right there. So I'll be on the other lane, like coming towards the camera. And right there, it's a 2-lane roundabout. Comes into 2 lanes out there and then merges into one. All the time having no shoulder the whole time. Swim. Yes. Like we were saying earlier, water and electronics don't mix that well. But I figured, fuck it, we could just try swimming. The rain didn't wreck anything. The grass only goes until about I'd say 150 meters up there. And then it's a full bridge. Let's see if I can... I don't know how well that picks it up, but it turns into an actual, yeah. I can start that on the grass side, and I very well might do that. It's probably the safest way to start. But at some point I'm just gonna have to do it on the narrow shoulder. Like, this is it's meant to be a bike lane apparently. See there? Bikes this way. It's not very wide. Oh well. Here we go. Yeah, it's fucking sketchy. Yeah. When I am walking in tight places with interacting with traffic, I walk facing traffic every time. Yeah, so you can see stuff coming. If I need to hop out of the way, I can. This is already really precarious. I guess I can show you. I'm right on an embankment, and I have all of that much. I guess I'll let you see my walking path rather than stare at my face. Alright, things are easier now. I think I'll make it to Portland, or is that out of the way? I think that's inland a bit more. The problem with cities is it's hard for me to find a place to camp. I can't just walk into the woods in Portland, probably because there aren't any woods in Portland. And I prefer to be tucked away when I'm camping. Like, you can just camp out for a night in plain sight. There's a decent chance you get asked to move around or hassled a little bit, but you can certainly do that. It just isn't the best. And I prefer to be in smaller towns where there's some green space where I can post up for the night. So yeah, I'm just staying on 101 for now. I don't think that goes past Portland, so probably won't end up going there. If I get picked up by someone, they're like, hey, I'm doing this in Portland, you should come by for a night, I probably would. Because I don't have specific plans. But yeah. Generally avoid cities a little bit, unless I have a reason that I want to go there. If I'm just traveling around and enjoying catching rides and stuff, I generally like to stay where it's in smaller locations. Alright, that's kind of the end of my... From now on it becomes bridge. Bridge. He did a wheelie. How's the battery been today? It's my third day of streaming outside. Battery's been okay, except one of my batteries just decided to give up on life and die. So I lost one of my 20,000 mAh batteries, which kind of sucks. I'm just going to reconfirm that this is my way across this river thing. Yeah, if I want to go south, you gotta cross this stupid bridge. Why would you make a nice bridge and not give a lane for people to walk across or safely bike across? Because they call that a bike lane. I'm saying that's bullshit. Yeah, the bike. Yeah, the guy, like, as he drove past, did some like stunt driving wheelie. Yeah. Do I get nervous? Not really. When you do this enough, you just do, or you get used to anything you do. And yeah, be careful. Yeah, I'm as careful as I can. It's just you gotta do what you gotta do. You'll clean up once you save a cross. No point cleaning up twice it happens again. All right. Well, there's no time like the present, so let's get down to business. Well, there's a kind of half sidewalk. I guess I can walk along there. Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't like it, but it's not that bad. I haven't even got a hand railing, so it's not meant to be a hand railing, but I'm making it a hand railing. And I'm not going to talk to chat right now, because I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. So if you say something and I don't read it out, it's because I'm trying to not fall off this ledge. Trust me, I've been in worse places. I've been in worse places. And they call this a bike lane. That is some bullshit. And this is a really long bridge, so this is gonna take a while. Again, sorry for not really talking, I'm just focusing. close my sidewalk temporarily. Take a 1 minute break. I'm at like a halfway point, so there's a little lay-by here. Yeah, even though there's less cars going that way, I'm gonna face traffic. It's like the same width of shoulder. Actually, I think it's a little bit more narrow on that side. So, I'll be staying on this side. The sidewalk they do give you is super sketchy. It's like a foot high and a foot and a half wide. And then like, so here's an example of it. And then that bar is like right below waist level. So if you like brace onto that, you can easily just roll off the edge. It's not high enough. But yeah, like, look how fucking far I gotta go. Yeah, only a couple more miles of bridge. God damn it. Be right back. Yeah, see you in a bit. Watkins. Yeah. Alright, that's enough break. Here we go.
we're almost done the worst of it. Once you get back to this like landmass part, it's no longer over open water on one side with a sketchy sidewalk that's foot high on the other. Things widen up, things get a bit easier. So, almost done. But yeah, this is like coming into rush hour now, so it makes sense there's this much traffic. It's not a good time to hitchhike anyway, when everyone's just commuting home. That's when no one really wants to pick you up on their way home from work. So I can probably hop the barrier up there and walk on the opposite side, so I'm not on the shoulder. But we'll see. The shoulder on the highway almost looks wide enough to hitchhike on, but I'm not liking it. I think I'll just keep walking. It's fast traffic. It's commuter traffic. I think we still got a decent amount of town on the other side, so we're not at the edge of town or anything. So I'm just gonna keep walking. Sorry, that's a little bit boring. I know this is supposed to be a hitchhiking stream, but unfortunately with hitchhiking, you have to do a lot of walking too. So just bear with me. There will be hitchhiking to come. Almost there. Alright, we fucking did it. On the other side of this barrier here. Alright, I'll take a 2-minute break here, or 1-minute break here. See what I missed. It's all by choice you're exploring America. I chose America because they have unlimited data plans. They're expensive, but you can get truly unlimited data plans. And there's a lot to see. America's a very big country. So I picked it kind of start with out of logistical reasons. You can't get much data in Canada. Also, the cellular network kind of sucks in Canada between cities. So I picked it because I figured I could live stream hitchhiking here where I can't do that everywhere. That's why I initially chose it. Yeah, so I'm pretty much doing it for funsies, saved up money. Yeah, I can do this for quite a while. How do I eat? Well, I don't eat well. In my bag right now I have half a loaf of bread, like French bread, and some almonds, and then I'll just eat along the way. Some people will give you food. stuff like that. Like I'll buy fast food or takeout fairly frequently. I don't eat very well, but I don't spend very much money. You bring a fishing rod, but I have no way to cook it. I choose to not bring a camp stove because I don't know, it's extra weight, and I don't cook things that much. I eat room temperature stuff from grocery stores. Yeah, I hope no freaks pick me up. Well, I hope so too. But that's why I talk to people before I get into it. I turned down a really weird ride the first day just because he gave me freaky vibes, so like I manage my risk as best I can. Yeah, and I ate a can of peaches that someone gave me earlier. Yeah, we survived the toughest part of this bridge crossing. It's easy now, like if you look. If I switch correctly. It's pretty much a path now, so we're all good. Carry on. And double-digit viewers, awesome. Yeah, for those of you that are just tuning in, I'm Trevor. I'm from Canada. I'm hitchhiking down Highway 101, which is the west coast of the United States, to show people what hitchhiking is like. Because I've done it a lot. I've done it for 4 years. I've done it in 25 countries. I've been picked up an estimated 700 times. And I feel like hitchhiking gets a really bad rap, where I think it can be an extremely positive experience. It's a really interesting way to see a new country, because you get picked up by local people and they want to show you around, and rather than just getting across, you kind of have an experience along the way when you're traveling around a country. So I want to show the world, or anyone that's interested, what hitchhiking is like from my point of view. Like, for me, hitchhiking gives me a really kind of good outlook on humans in general. I feel like everyone's just so on edge these days about just other people, where people haven't changed that much. It's just our outlook. So yeah, for the next foreseeable future, almost every day, I'm sure I'll take a day off here and there, but I'll be trying to hitchhike almost every day, catch a few rides, meet some people, go to different places, do different things, and trying to share that with everyone watching. And if you find this interesting, feel free to follow the channel. I'd love to see you back here. And we can, I don't know, build something interesting out of this together. So I don't think, like even a couple years ago, you could do this technology-wise. I think it's only become now where there's a connected enough cellular network and the kind of broadcasting platforms where you can actually do something like this. And I think this is an interesting opportunity to show you what hitchhiking is like live as it happens. You get to experience the whole thing, from me sleeping in a tent. I'm not going to do sleeping streams, but I'll show you my sleeping setup. To finding a place to hitchhike, where you should hitchhike, where you shouldn't hitchhike. To the people who pick you up, their stories, my interactions with them. Like, it's just a... you'll get to see the whole thing. Yeah, every time before I get into a vehicle, I tell them I'm recording this, and I ask if they're okay with their audio and video being recorded. I understand that, yeah, that would be a touchy subject for a lot of people, but so far everyone that's pulled over when I said that I'm recording it has had no problem with being recorded. I thought I'd lose about a quarter of my rides, and I very well might still. I've only been picked up like 5 times on this trip so far, in the US portion. Well, I'm trying to live stream it. It's like 5 rides, I think. 3 today, 1 the day before, no 6, and then 2 the day before that. Thanks, Demon X Ninja. And thanks, Devontae. Yeah, I know. Well, it's no longer really a bridge. It's like what do you call this? Like they built up here, so it's like not a bridge anymore. They've actually created land here and put a road on it. Alright, see you in 30 minutes, Devontae. Pretty neat stream. Yeah, I appreciate it, Medic Droid. I hope to see you around in chat. We can talk, you can ask questions. I'm a pretty open book. So, any questions about travel, especially ultra low cost travel. I don't know, I've done quite a bit of it, so I might be able to help anyone interested along. It doesn't even necessarily have to be hitchhiking, just as far as finding low cost ways to travel around. I feel like I can help a few people out in that respect, so feel free to ask questions. Will I ever come back to Wales? I think so. I really enjoyed my time in Wales. I got picked up by this older couple. They actually wrote a book. What's it called? They gave me a copy, I have it back at home. But they picked me up, and it was in a 1969 Land Cruiser with like a double clutch suspension. And he's like, this is the anti-theft device. No one can drive this type of, or not suspension, transmission. Like, no one can drive this because you gotta like do some weird thing. But they picked me up on like this tiny, narrow side road, and we like weaved through the countryside for a while. They invited me over to their place. Let me crash over at the place, cooked me dinner. Their house was built in like 17 something. And then dropped me off at the road the next day and gave me a copy of their book and stuff like that. And their book was about when they were younger, they were traveling artists, and they do contract work wherever they could find it. Well, they traveled around in like a motorhome type thing, a caravan, I guess you'd call it, over there. Yeah, like I have good experiences in Wales, and I'd love to come back. Yeah, if you hang around here, like for sure, like the regular people I meet and chat and stuff like that, with my personality, like with me being okay with hitchhiking, I have zero qualms about meeting people in real life. Like if there's anyone in chat, like I have no problems meeting you. I said earlier, like for this trip, if anyone in chats in the contiguous US states where it's not illegal to hitchhike, like along my way, like I'll hitchhike and I'll meet you for a cup of coffee or to hang out. Or even if you want to try hitchhiking once in your life, just to knock it off your bucket list, I'll take you for an hour-long hitchhike to the next town or whatever, just so you can knock that off your bucket list. I think it'd be fun to interact with some of my viewers that way. Awesome. Thanks, Demon Ninja. And I've really enjoyed live streaming it so far because of the people talking in chat. There's a lot of downtime with hitchhiking. Like if I wasn't live streaming right now, I'd be quietly walking along the same path, not really saying anything, just, I don't know, daydreaming in my own mind. I'm good at occupying my own mind. Like I don't know, I spend a lot of time hitchhiking. You have to be able to entertain yourself if you're a hitchhiker. Otherwise you'll go crazy. There's a lot of downtime. But it's made the whole day a lot more exciting because there's people talking. I get to talk with you guys. There's people from different places that I get to talk to. And I've just really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I hope people keep watching. The channel grows a bit. We'll build a community. And if this keeps growing, I'd like to continue this into other countries. Like, this is Hitchhiking America. Why not turn it into a Hitchhiking Europe as well? think I should cycle around the world. I have always admired bicycle touring. The act of like using your own person power to get from point A to point B, I find is really admirable. I've met a lot of bicycle tourists or bike tourers, and it's definitely something that I could see myself doing. I have it in my mind that I'd like, because I've hitchhiked across Canada 4 times. I really would like to bike across Canada, and maybe, like you said, the world. Because like I'm kind of getting from A to B under my own volition, but it's still underpowered vehicle. But if you use your own muscles to get across Canada or around the world, like I find that more impressive, because that was your just you getting yourself there. I rely on people's generosity to get around, but if you ride your bike, you walk, you run, anything like that, to get from point A to point B around the world, wherever, I find that impressive. Yeah, you guys do keep me entertained. Like this is quite fun for me. Usually, like, I'm content with downtime, but I call it type 2 fun. Like, it's not fun as I do it. It's kind of fun after the fact, like persevering and getting through the less entertaining times or the difficult times to get to some end or to some achievement. Like you've overcome something to get somewhere. So yeah, about adding the city or my current, just more detail to my title. I think that's a good idea, and I should start doing that, or adding a little bit more. Also, not on this trip yet, Medicoid. I'll also have, I have a few social media profiles that I'm gonna eventually link. I'll start like posting on Twitter when I'm going live, or kind of updates. And then I want to be posting pictures I take on Instagram. A major one, which I keep forgetting to do, is to take a picture with every person that picks me up and I ride with, and then add that to my Instagram, so you can be like, day X ride this, their name's this, and then like a picture of us. So even if you don't get to watch the stream, you get to at least see the people that I met along the way. But I haven't done that yet, and it's just, the first couple days have been me troubleshooting, trying to figure this whole live streaming thing out. Because before, 3 days ago, I had absolutely zero experience. So this is all brand new to me, and it's a learning process. But things will get better as I go. I'm in Astoria, Oregon right now, which is just south of the Washington-Oregon border. So I just crossed today from Washington to Oregon. I caught 3 rides today. And yeah, I'm gonna keep heading south. I've still got a few hours of daylight, 3 hours or something. We'll see if I can catch one more ride. It's just, hitchhiking doesn't really work from within a city. It's all local traffic, everyone commuting. So you gotta get to the edge of town, which involves a lot of walking. So yeah, like I said a few minutes ago, technically it's a hitchhiking stream, but a lot of the time it's gonna be a walking stream. So I hope you like walking. I do. Percent of men picking you up, or women. Definitely not 50-50. Men feel more comfortable picking up hitchhikers, I think. I think women have it ingrained into them that they shouldn't hitchhike and they shouldn't pick up hitchhikers because, well, something bad's gonna happen. So I'm guessing 15 to 20% of my rides have been women picking me up. Yeah, probably around that. I've kept vlogs on some of my trips. So like in 2015, I could tell you that I got picked up 311 times to get from Vancouver Island, where I'm from, across Canada to St. John's, Newfoundland, and then around Europe, and then across from the Latvian-Russian border, across Russia to Vladivostok, and then from Fukuoka to Tokyo. That whole trip took 311 rides, hitchhiking, and just under 8 months or something, and 3,700 Canadian dollars, which ain't bad for 8 months of travel, and that includes flights.